threads in my hands, loops like a spell, building castles brick by brick where I dwell. Brush to the canvas, colors collide, shapes and textures, no need to hide. May your yarn never tangle, your knot stay clean. Find peace in the stitches, life's in between. We're all pieces of a puzzle, a world so wide. Be kind to yourself, let the rhythm ride. Like, oh, let the rhythm ride. Like, oh. Click, clack, bricks, stacking dreams in the air. Imagination builds worlds beyond compare. Paint spills wild on the floor, don't care. Every mark's a story, every stroke a dare. May your yarn never tangle, your threads stay true. Find calm in the chaos, let it carry you. We're all threads in the fabric of vivid hue. Be kind to each other, let the love shine through. Let the love shine through. Different shapes, different shades, different tones. Our imperfections build a world we call home. Relax, breathe, take it in, don't rush. The masterpiece is in the touch. Different shapes, different shades, different tones. Our imperfections build a world we call home. Relax, breathe, take it in, don't rush. The masterpiece is in the touch. The touch is in the touch. Tangle your soul, stay free. Embrace all the colors, let them just be. We're all artists in the making, can't you see? Be kind to the world and let it be. May your yarn never tangle your soul, stay free. Embrace all the colors, let them just be. We're all artists in the making, can't you see? Be kind to the world and let it be. My head, and let it be my head.
Hello, awesome people. How's it going? Hopefully we're all having a wonderful day so far. We are actually having some storms in our area right now, so if I suddenly disappear, that is why. But I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday so far, wherever you are in the world. I got new hooks, so I'll talk a little bit about those. I got a set of furls and a set of O-fires, and I'm already in love with both sets. So I have actually started on the Mosaic crochet piece that I'm going to be working on today, and I did start it using one of my furls. It's rainbow and matte and shiny, and I love it. And then I got a set of O-fires in the it's one of their summer themes. It's like beachy, so ocean. And I think I will be using each of these hooks for different yarns, because I tried to use the furls hooks on this very stringy yarn, and it worked okay, but because of the matte finish on this and how small these strings are, it wasn't quite as smooth as I would have liked. It kind of stuck. But using the O-fire hooks on this yarn, since it's that resin, was so smooth and so lovely. However, the furls, using them in general, this is one of the most comfortable hooks. It is with the shape of of both of them. Like, that shape is just absolutely lovely. But I really, really, really like both sets for sure. And I'm very, very glad I got them. I do not regret it at all. So yeah. But I'm gonna keep on working on this mosaic crochet piece if I can remember where I am. So that wasn't correct. Already messing up. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this one, this is what we just finished, and now we're going to continue the pattern this way. So I need to do 2 chains, skip 1 stitch, and do 2 single crochets, and then a mosaic crochet, and then 2 chains, yeah, and another mosaic, and then it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, Flo, how's it going, bud? Congrats on first.
Chloe McCawsome redeemed first.
Doing good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Mage Arena. So much fun. Good. This game where you're a mage. And in an arena. Yeah, wow. Okay. I never would have guessed. Thank you for informing me. Cast a spell. You have to say the name of the spell into your mic. Oh, interesting. That is interesting. That's awesome. Okay. That sounds like you had fun. Oh, nice. Okay. Good to know. Are you gonna do a stream of it, or just playing it for fun? Okay. Gotcha. All right. Way cool. So, we are having some summer storms going on right now, so if my stream cuts out or gets fuzzy or whatever, that is why, just so y'all know. Okay. You did, but you know, I didn't actually... I saw the notification pop up, but I didn't get the chance to go look at it. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I commented on it. Or not commented. I reacted to it. And now my internet's being real slow. Well, good. I am making a shawl. This is a technique called Mosaic crochet. And so what it does is it overlaps the two colors and makes a really neat pattern. And what it should hopefully look like eventually is something like this. So, yeah. Eventually. Yeah. Thanks. I'm excited about it. I've done a single piece of mosaic crochet before, and I gave it as a gift to somebody. And this will be a piece just for me. And I chose this sage green because I really like sage. I think it's a beautiful green. And then this gorgeous kind of coppery brown. What is it actually called? adobe. But it's like it's that sage green and copper, and I like those together. I think they're very earthy, very pretty. So, Whiskey, hello, hello, hello. How are you? Throwing yarn already. Okay. Okay, so since you're here, I'll show off my hooks. So a friend of mine recommended the furls, which this is one of the furls. And then she also recommended this case, which is actually a fountain pen case. But it is absolutely perfect for these hooks. So yeah, it's absolutely perfect. This is so heavy, by the way, because these are all metal and dense, but they're so beautiful, and I love them. Like, I mean, come on. Look at that gorgeous rainbow. It's so pretty. And it fits so nice, like in the palm of my hand. It's so great. I highly recommend these for people who are knife holding crocheters, pencil crocheters. I don't know that they would, I mean, I guess, but it sure is comfortable this way for sure. And these are absolutely gorgeous. So I love them. And this case is absolutely perfect. Like, it fits all 12 of them, and it's a magnetic clasp, but it just closes. So this is awesome. And I can't believe it's just a fountain pen case. I had no idea that was even a thing. And then here are my O-Fires, and I got the little box to put them in. So now I need another set. But these ones are one of their summer limited edition ones. They didn't have the set that I really, really, really wanted, which was the Twilight set, which I found just today that they have. And I'm like, dang it! But these are absolutely gorgeous, and they crochet very nicely as well. And they have a nice grip to them as well. They're a little bit smaller than the furls as far as the tapering in the hook, in the handle part. But they're still very nice. And I actually tested a couple of different kinds of yarns with these, with both hooks. And I have to say, like, both of them are absolutely glorious to work with. Oh my goodness. It's magnificent. But for this kind of yarn, which is that hobby or hobie, however you say it. I say hobby, but I've heard it pronounced hobie. For this kind of yarn, I actually preferred the O-Fires because it's so stringy and it's so easy to split the ply, because it's not really plied per se. They're just kind of spun into a cake together. It was easier to use the O-Fires with this yarn than it was the furls, but that is the only thing that I had to say that is a pickiness. One could absolutely crochet just fine with the furls. I think that I think if these weren't the matte finish furls, it would have been just fine. But having the resin hooks, I would use them to crochet with this. But other than that, all of the yarns I've used, I've tried out just a couple of chains using a cotton and a wool and acrylic. These are acrylics. Like, both of them, they're gorgeous. I love them. So I will be I will be getting rid of all of my inexpensive hooks that I have collected over the years. I will be keeping, of course, special ones. There were a few that were gifts to me that I really love. Like, I'll put these over to the side. I'm still using several of the hooks that I have gotten over the years. Like this one in particular, it's got that same kind of shape, and actually it's a furl. I didn't realize that. Oh my gosh. This was gifted to me. I didn't realize it was a furl. Okay, well, obviously I like it. But then I also have some hooks that I had purchased off of like Etsy that were special that I really, really loved. A couple of wooden hooks that were gifted to me. I have yeah, I have a couple of hooks that I'll keep. A few favorites, but most of my hooks I will be giving to my crochet group at work. Except I think I might keep any of my random 4.5s and 5s that aren't like a set, so that I can use those to help teach people how to crochet, and then they can just keep them. I have a lot of them, so that's fine. But I loved the cases that the O-Fires came in. Every single one of them was in their own little tube. And it's an adorable tube. And it's got like a little cork at the end. And then it was in this tube. And what's really awesome is that this hook also fits in it. So like if I needed to protect this hook, I have a case that I can use for it. So I've kept all of the cases, because these are absolutely marvelous cases. I was very impressed with how it was packaged. Like, holy crap. I should have done an unboxing, honestly, but I was too excited. Yes. Yep. And that is exactly what I'm doing now. That's exactly what I've done at this point. So, yeah. So I had those. That case is so cool. It is so cool. And I was very impressed that it also fit the furls, which, because that's going to be so nice when I travel with a single hook. I can have it in a nice protective case and then it'll be fine. So, but I was so excited to get these hooks. And like I said, I'm going to be gifting the full sets of hooks that I have to my craft group at work. And then any of the random 4.5s and 5s that I have, I will keep to help teach crochet. So, yeah. But I have a few, like, I have a set of Tunisian crochet hooks I'll keep, of course. These were gifted to me by some very dear friends. They are wooden hooks. It's a 3.5 and a 4, and they're so tiny and they're so cute. And they have the little notch in it where you're supposed to put your thumb, which I thought was awesome. So of course I'll keep those, and I will keep this one because it is amazing. It's a really good one to do Tunisian on because it's very long. Even though it doesn't have the hook at the other end, that is okay. You can still very easily do Tunisian crochet on this kind of hook. So I'll be keeping it. But the rest of them, they're all going to go away. And I know that I won't need my little stand anymore because I've got this one. So, yeah. I might keep the little stand just so that I have like any other single hooks that I plan to keep, a pen and pencil and my scissors and stuff like that. It is organized in there. But other than that, yeah, I'll be slimming down my crochet hook collection, which is weird, but also I'm super excited about it because then I can give the gift of crochet to somebody else. But yeah, so yeah, that's what we're doing. But today I'm working on a Mosaic crochet shawl. And I mentioned this earlier, we do have some summer storms blowing through right now, so if I suddenly disappear or if my stream gets really grainy, that would be why, and there's really nothing I can do about nature because one cannot control nature. So, but hopefully everything will be fine. But I'm absolutely in love with these hooks. Oh my goodness. This has such a nice weight to it, and it crochets so smooth. It's just lovely. So I thought Graham Trolls were 4. Yep, totally. It's exactly what it is. My power just flickered, so that's great. Like I said, I might lose power. If I do, I'm really sorry. Alright, so next row. I know it starts off with a single crochet. It always starts off with a single crochet. Oops. What is happening? Oh. It is. Oh, it's so nice. It is very, very nice. Okay. So I'm on row 5.
Rishtani redeemed second.
Hey, Resh! Welcome, welcome. How do, my dude? Oh, well, hello! Hello, Telexia. I hope I said that right. That's a cool name. Welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow. My name is Maislin. You can call me Maze. We are about to have a stretch break in about 2 minutes, just so you guys know. But we will be right back for some more Mosaic Crochet. Can't get furls unless I pay $70 per hook. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, they're not cheap, that's for sure, but oh my gosh, they crochet so nice. Hey, True! Hello! They are very lovely. I really, really love these furls, and I really like these O-Fires as well. I've not completed a project on either of them. They are very, very new, but I'm glad to have them now. It's pretty nice. Definitely recommend both brands. Holy cow, they are lovely. But welcome in. Glad to see you. Nice to meet you. And let's see, Australia's kind of early in the day for you, huh? You had me at collect crap hobbies. Yay! That I certainly do. Absolutely. I crochet, I spin yarn, I do a lot of things. I do diamond painting, I do regular painting, I build Legos. All the crafts. They're so fun. Alright, stretch break time. Be right back. All right, and we are back. Welcome back, everybody. All right, let's see what Frosty Tools had to say. Plants crave it, but can't directly use its abundant atmospheric form. Thankfully, some microbes can convert this gas into vital fertilizer. What is it? Oh, nitrogen. Plentiful in our atmosphere, is transformed by certain microbes into forms that plants can absorb as fertilizer. Nifty sauce. Actually, our atmosphere is roughly 78% nitrogen. Only about 20 to 21% of it is oxygen, and then the other 1 to 2% is random other gases. So, yeah, fun facts. All right. We will continue on. I hope you all had a good stretch break. Whew. Nice thunder going on outside. Is that right? Yeah. Is it? Ooh, it is not. I messed up. Okay. 3 single crochets, 1 chain 2, 1, 2, this 1, 2, chain 2, and then it's supposed to be 3. Oh, that's why it looks weird. Okay. All the way to here. That's okay. All right. That's funny. Storm system rolling in, so I'm trying to decide what won't hurt my head. New beverage recommendation. A trip out west for you. Nice. Yep. All right. So then it's 3 single crochets. And a mosaic double. And then chain 2, single crochet 2, mosaic double, single crochet 2, OMG? To be fair, true, I had never had mulberries until knowing you. Ah, so you've had them, you just didn't know. Aw, bummer. Oh, did I post that? I don't remember. And my Discord's not working. Fabulous. I think I'm overloading my system. We did, so they had muscadines. That was what we usually had. Muscadines, strawberries, grapes. We used to pick those, actually. We used to have muscadine vine and grapevine in their backyard, strawberry patch, of course. But we would also go to a local grape place and pick our own grapes, and that was pretty awesome. Oh, so I know I posted them in the general chat, but I wanted to show you guys my nails. So I love my nail artist. She's fantastic. I showed her a picture and I was like, this theme is what I want to go for. And I thought that was just absolutely adorable, and it kind of matches my stream, and it's now the background on my phone. So that's what I showed her, and then this is what I got. It's a little house and mushrooms, and then this one's got a river going through it, and the lavender. It's just, they're so lovely. She does such a fantastic job. And then this one, like, she's got, for this nail, there's the water going through the trees. Like, she is amazing. I absolutely love my nail tech. And they glow in the dark. It's very exciting. I know, she's great. Oh, did somebody ask what muscadines were? And I just didn't... Wait. Thank you. Yeah, she's fantastic. I absolutely love her. She's amazing. So it's been so fun going to her and being like, I want this theme, and then seeing what she comes up with. It's been great. Oh, I didn't even see the question of what muscadines were. I wonder why that didn't pop up. Oh, let me do this in case you're interested. You're more than welcome. You certainly don't have to join, but if you'd like to join our Discord, we chat about fun projects we're doing occasionally and any happy things that we've got going on in life. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that they are larger, at least the ones that my great-grandparents grew. They were larger and a lot sweeter than normal grapes, in my opinion. So, I loved them. They were fantastic. I miss those vines. And then my great-grandma would make jelly out of them. Ugh. They were so good. Dims was the good old days. You totally knew what they were? Sure you did, Flo. Alright. I need to adjust. Alright. Oh, I forgot to turn my light on. I keep doing this. There. Rainbow. Alrighty. And in this row, we just go back and basically repeat pattern. Single crochets on top of solid stitches, chains over chains. Quite simple. I like this version of Mosaic Crochet because it does do the back and forth, so you don't have all those bloody tails. We have both jelly and jam. Typically jelly is seedless. It's usually fairly see-through, and then the jam usually still has little bits of fruit in it. Pick your own place for muscadines and jam in. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yay, learning! Yeah, jelly tends to be clear and, yeah, what True said, made of the juices. And then the jams will have still have little bits of fruit and seeds and stuff. Like if you got blackberry jam, it would still have little seeds in it, so. Both are delicious. Though I think probably jam is healthier, depending on where you get it, I guess. Yeah. Fruit is healthy, and sugar in moderation is fine. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. I had a thing in my head and it just flew away. So you guys won't be hearing Jaster this week. For those who are new, Jaster is my spouse. And he is actually on a work trip right now. So he will not be here today or tomorrow during stream. But he'll be back next week. And I miss him. I can't wait for him to come back. I doubt he'll pop in because he's been so busy. Looks doable. I'm going to try Mosaic. The thought of carrying color across terrifies me. Yes, it did me too. I know, right? I miss him very much. So, yes, I will share... because this is a free pattern that you can find online. This is the pattern I'm using. It's by... She doesn't have her name on here. But that's the pattern I'm using. It's free online. It's on a crochet blog. You can find it on Ravelry as well, and I'm pretty sure she sells it on Etsy too. But if you go to her blog, you can get the free pattern. And then I just printed it out from her website. So, but I like the way she's written it, because most Mosaic crochet that I have seen, you do well, yeah, but I'm doing the shawl version. So this one, she has it broken down into how many chains you'd need for a shawl, how many chains you'd need for a baby blanket, and then how many chains you would need for an adult size blanket. But I'm doing the shawl version. Oh, good. I'm glad you found the website. Fantastic. So yeah, I like the way she's written these, because most Mosaic crochet I've seen, you have your two colors and then you crochet along with one color and then you cut it and then you start the next color and you start at the same end and crochet along and then you cut it and you just keep going down that way. But the way she's written this is she actually has you going back and forth, which I really like, because then there are not a million tails that you have to sew in. They're all tucked in as you carry the yarn up the side, and then when you go to do the border, you can just crochet around those. And I think that's brilliant. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do for any Mosaic crochet pattern I see from now on. I will just automatically copy that next row. All it is single crochets and chains, and you put the chains on top of the chains and you put the single crochet on top of the full stitches. Like, that is how she did it, and it's fantastic and I love it. So yeah, highly recommend. It has definitely made Mosaic crochet easier and less frustrating with all those darn tails. So now I am doing my Mosaic double crochet a little bit differently than the way she said to in the pattern. What I'm doing is I'm actually just crocheting completely over the chain stitches so that it's the same on both sides. But what she was doing is this would be what would be considered the wrong side. And you wouldn't have these bars here. It would just continue to be stripes, because what she was doing in her pattern, which is totally valid and absolutely gives you a wrong side and a right side, is that you would simply crochet over the chains instead of around them like I have. So yeah, if you want one side to be a wrong side and have stripes, then you can do that. And if you want that one side to be both, like with the Mosaic, you can simply just crochet over the chains and you get the same pattern on both sides so that it's reversible. So yeah. It is a cool way to do it. I freaking loved it. When I read that on the pattern, I was like, holy crap, why didn't somebody think of this before? This is brilliant. So, takes notes. I love when you do that, Whiskey. Also, I noticed that you're making more of those summer shrugs. I guess you really like that pattern, huh? It is a fantastic pattern. It's so easy to follow and it's so quick to make. Like, holy cow. It's glorious. You are a little obsessed, and that's okay. I was actually thinking about making one out of this, because then it would be like really light and flowy. And I thought, you know, having it go from the green to the black, like, I thought that would be really pretty. So I was thinking about making the summer shrug out of this. I might still do that. I've got 4 of these. A friend of mine was like, I don't need these. I have a different thing in mind. Do you want them? And I was like, heck yeah, I do. Those are totally my colors. Oh, nice. Very nice. All right, here in a few minutes, actually probably after I finish this row, we will do our midstream mini mystery, yeah, where I will read aloud a short story and we will try to figure out how to solve the crime. And I will warn those of you who are hanging out new, the book that we read out of is from the 1960s, so it's a wee bit dated in some of the technological references. I can word. I am brilliant at words. Okay. Let me at least start this. Okay. So yeah, it's looking pretty cool. I'm digging it so far. Liking it looks better if you're not really close to it. I gotta say, if I'm looking really close to it, I'm like, oh, I can see where I'm messing up, but I'm not. It's fine. It looks good. Oh. The first one I made with that yarn color, I used a 10. Oh, too oversized. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. That is very good to know, because you and I are about the same size. So, yeah, thank you. Take notes for myself now. Left from letters to not 270. Rolls away from desk. It looks amazing. Yep. All right. Let's solve a mystery, shall we? Here, let's go to there. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Dr. H is solving the case of the death at sunrise. Inspector Winters raised the tattered window shade, letting morning light into the dingy room of Nick the Nose. In the courtyard 4 stories below, policemen were gathered around the shattered body of a young woman. "Let's hear it again," the inspector said to Nick. Nick, who hadn't sold one of his phony tips to the police in months, shifted nervously. "About sunrise, I'm sitting in this chair reading the racing form," began the greasy little informer. "I got the insomnia, see. Suddenly, I hear scuffling, and I see Miss Clark. She lives right across the court from the 4th floor. Well, she's struggling with a man in a uniform. He gives her a shove toward the window, and whammy, out she goes. The first thing I think of is you. Maybe you'll figure out it's suicide instead of murder, so I run down to the drugstore and telephone you. I stayed with the body till we came up here, just to keep everything like it was for you." Nick licked his lips. "I seen the killer's face. I figure I can identify him, or at least tell you what kind of uniform he had on. That ought to be worth something." "It is this," growled the inspector, delivering his foot to the seat of Nick's pants. "Quite the appropriate payment," commented Dr. H. when they heard of Nick's latest attempt at a payday. Why did Nick get the boot instead of cash? I think it has something to do with the window. What do you guys think? Shall I read it again? Perfect size for his uneven feet. Don't understand the question. Alright, I will read it again. The case of the death at sunrise. Inspector Winters raised the tattered window shade, letting morning light into the dingy room of Nick the Nose. In the courtyard 4 stories below, policemen were gathered around the shattered body of a young woman. "Let's hear it again," the inspector said to Nick. Nick, who hadn't sold one of his phony tips to the police in months, shifted nervously. About sunrise, I'm sitting in this chair reading the racing form, began the greasy little informer. I got the insomnia, see? Suddenly I hear scuffling and I see Mrs. Clark. She lives right across the court on the 4th floor. Well, she's struggling with a man in uniform. He gives her a shove toward the window and whammy, out she goes. The first thing I think of is you. Maybe you'll figure it's suicide instead of murder. So I run down to the drugstore and telephone you. I stayed with the body till we came up here, just to keep everything like it was for you. Nick licked his lips. I seen the killer's face. I figured I can identify him, or at least tell you what kind of uniform he had on. That ought to be worth something. It is this, growled the inspector, delivering his foot to the seat of Nick's pants. Quite the appropriate payment, commented Dr. H. when they heard of Nick's latest attempt at a payday. Why did Nick get the boot instead of cash? How did he see with the blinds closed? All right. That's what I was thinking as well. Are we ready for the answer then? You guys want the answer? All right. The inspector surmised that Nick had discovered the body while entering the building and concocted the murder angle for $1. He couldn't have seen from the window of his room what he described. The shade was drawn, remember? All right, so I guess we need to figure out exactly what happened to the little lady. Let's see. Because they don't tell us what actually happened, just that the dude was, trying to make $1. Because informants, I guess, whatever. I think it was an accident. I think she had a rooftop garden and was watering her flowers, and the water had puddled on the rooftop and her foot got stuck in the watering hose and she fell over the edge of the building. There. That's innocent enough. And sad, but at least she was caring for her beloved flowers. That is what happened. That is what I'm saying happened, since they don't actually give us. You agree? Okay, fantastic. Alrighty, let's get back to our crochet. Thank you guys very much for helping me solve today's midstream mini mystery. Yeah. Yeah. We can all hope for that, I suppose. Okie dokie. Let's see. What row am I on now? 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. I'm on 6. Okay. And that's how the person, the pattern developer labeled it. It was 1, 1A, 2, 2A, 3, 3A, and so on, which is nice. So you know exactly where you're supposed to be. Easier to keep track of. Oh no, stop flickering, please. If I lose power, I'm really sorry, guys. I'll post on Discord, and yeah, it's apparently storming pretty good at the moment because the power keeps flickering. Okay, so we've done a single crochet, chain 2. Skip 1. Chain 2, skip 1, 2 single crochets, but there's only 3 single crochets. Skip 1. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's not right. So what's everybody working on right now? Steel factory, okay. Glass painting, nice. Shell baby blanket, the yarn eaters of all yarn eaters. That and bobble stitches. Holy smokes, do bobble stitches take up a lot. Wait. Yeah. Taking a break, this Eevee got overheated working on the shrug. Oh. Wanted this one the size of a lap blanket, about 3/4 of the way done. Oh wow, go you. That's a lot of yarn. If you would like to join our Discord and post pictures, we would love to see it. You most certainly do not have to. But that is where we share pictures and such of awesome things that we're making. And you are more than welcome. Storyteller! Thank you for the lurk. Thank you, Rush, for posting the Discord. I hope you're doing well, Storyteller. I appreciate the lurk. Also have a knit project on the go. Avoiding her like the plague. To pick up sleeve stitches. So I don't really knit. That is one of the ones that I mean I know how to, but I much prefer crochet. So good on ya for being brave and knitting. I do Nook, though, which is knitting with a crochet hook. So there's that. Actually have a project. Yeah, it's in one of my project bags that's behind me somewhere. I have a lot of projects going on all at once. I always do. This one in particular, though, is the crochet along that my work group is doing. They decided they wanted to do a mosaic crochet. Very brave new crocheters. I'm very proud of them all. Not all of them are new, of course. Some of them have been crocheting longer than me, or for at least a few years. But yeah, some of them are very new and have only crocheted maybe 3 or 4 projects at this point. So I'm very proud of them for being like, yeah. A couple of them I taught, and I'm very excited about that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right? That's what they chose, though. They were like, oh, that looks cool. I want to do that. And I'm like, okay. Let's do it then. So. But they're picking it up pretty good, so that's awesome. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've got... I don't know how many projects I have going on right now, honestly. Yeah. I like making things. Whether or not I finish them is a whole other story. Of course, I also like buying yarn, and whether or not I use yarn is a whole other hobby in and of itself. So, yeah. Uh-huh. Or I'm gifted amazing project bags. Speaking of, I do have project bags in my merch store if anybody's interested. I've had that stuff in there for like 2 years, and I don't think anybody's bought anything. But anyway. I actually looked at it and thought, I don't even know what you are. Don't you love that? You're like, what was I doing with this? Where was I going with this? I have absolutely done that. I have also found projects that had a purpose that I knew the purpose of. And, for example, my first niece-in-law so my husband's first niece, I had started crocheting her a star blanket to match the one that I had made for my niece. And I forgot about it. And I found it in a bag not too long ago. And yeah, she's like 7 now. So yeah, that didn't get finished. Whoops. Oh wait, hold on. This is the end. So I'm not supposed to finish that stitch completely. I'm supposed to do this and then grab this one and carry it up. There we go. That and turn. Alright. This is looking pretty cool. I'm digging it. Okay, let's see. Next step. It's a very long pattern, but she breaks it out. She includes pictures. Like, it's amazing. I love it when that happens. She even has the chart at the back, so if you get used to it, then you can just follow along with the chart. I am definitely not used to it yet, so I'm not just following along with the chart. Or the hook size you're using, exactly. Which is why I have so many hooks to begin with, because then every project has their hook with it. This is one of those trust the process projects, huh? A little bit, yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. Okay. So we've done our single crochet. Now we're going to do the mosaic double. Okay. Then chain 2. Two single crochets. Ooh, thunders are rumbling outside. It's so nice. I'm so sorry. I know I just slipped into an accent. And that's weird. I've been watching Outlander. So like I just watched like 2 hours worth of it before starting stream today, so if I slip into Scottish, I'm really sorry. There's a reason why I love mockingbirds. I am one. Okay, and so then we're gonna do chain 2. Okay. I think not. Get to the chopper. There. That's about all you're gonna get from me. I am so in love with these colors together. Oh, it's so pretty. I had a lighter green. Let me show you if I can unbury it from all of the yarn that is over here. And my new box of diamond painting stuff, because I totally needed another addiction of crafts. But yeah. Anyways, I did have this one, and I really like it too. But I thought that these complemented each other a little bit better. It's a little more subtle. I think this was just a little too on the yellow side, whereas this is a little more on the blue side and complements the coppery color a little bit better, which is why I chose those two instead of this one. But this is tea leaf, and I am definitely going to use it for something because it's gorgeous. I love green, if y'all couldn't tell. Thank you. Greens, purples, blues, coppers, jewel tones. Love them. Would have given more Minecraft out. It would have. It would have. You're right. Which would have been okay, actually. I like Minecraft. But yeah. Yeah, you're right. It would have. Two. See, once I get through one repeat, then I can just keep looking at the pattern that I see here. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, that's where I am. Might have to consider that for Mosaic Crochet at some point. Doing a Minecraft one. That'd be interesting. Let's see if I can get good at making a pattern myself. Probably not anytime soon. But I can see where this one is going now, and I'm totally digging it. Look, it's got the bigger triangle diamond thing going on here. I'm so excited. Okay. It's really cool to see a pattern kind of working its way out. Ah. The autopilot moment. Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially if it's something that you're just repeating over and over and over. It is very nice. Because suddenly you've done like 5 rows and you're like, when did I do that? It's like hitting autopilot when you're driving. Just, you've gotten there and you're safe and everything is fine, but how did you get there? That is the question. Oh, yarn's being thrown. Shots fired, shots fired. Ah, already up to 250. Cool. 251. All right, we're going to have another stretch break here in about 3 minutes, just so y'all are aware.
Rishtani redeemed Jaws theme.
Thank you very much for the redemption. Gotta love the Jaws theme. How he made a villain out of 2 notes. Because he's magic. John Williams is the bomb. He's amazing. That's looking really freaking cool. I am really pleased with how this is turning out. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put it on stretch break mode. I will be back in a little bit. So stay tuned and we'll keep crocheting. BRB. All right. And we are back. Let's see. Meanwhile, let's catch up on chat. The chat's orbiting around favorite planets and elusive sleeve stitches. Storytellers lurking with Tales of the Shire. Oh yeah! That came out! I remember somebody posted that. I want to play that. Okay, sorry. While Telexia, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. That's a beautiful name, by the way. While Telexia and Whiskey confess to project bag hoarding, so does Maze. Yay! Good, I'm glad. Hydration reminders are in place as yarn balls fly in a friendly toss fest. And don't forget, Maze's merch could fund more of your adventures. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm glad that I am saying your name correctly. That's good. I know sometimes I get so it's Maislin, but sometimes I get Mazalin, which is fine. But yeah, just Maislin, Maze is cool. But okay, let's keep going. So I love that when I put this hook down, it cools off, and so then it's nice and cold in my hands. That's really cool. I hope everybody got their stretches in and grabbed a needed beverage or blanket or whatever you needed to relax. By the way, I do take it as a compliment if you fall asleep during one of my streams, because then you are so chill that you just couldn't help it. So, made it back on time. Yay! Yeah, I forgot someone posted the Tales of the Shire on Discord. Probably Storyteller. I don't know who it was. Anyway, I'm definitely gonna look that up because I want to be a hobbit. I want to live in a hobbit house. So on our Minecraft server that I play on, it's modded. So we also have a mod called Mine Colonies, where you have like a little village that you can create, and you can hire villagers, and they're called colonists, I think. Citizens. Anyway, whatever. They you can hire them and they build things, and it's really cool. It's like running a little town. It's like The Sims without being The Sims. They actually speak too. It's kind of weird. But anyways, you can pick the style of the town that you're creating, and the style that I have picked is the Shire, and so I've got a bunch of little hobbit homes, and they're so cute. I absolutely love it. So definitely gonna look into Tales of the Shire and maybe check that out. See if that is purchasable right now. I did just get these expensive hooks, so I don't know. That's awesome. Okay. Gotta keep those toes warm somehow. True. True. All right, so we just finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, so we're on 8. We're gonna two. Oh, no, did that wrong. It's 1, 2, chain. Oh gosh.
Whiskey Brew redeemed Garnet Party.
Thanks, Whiskey. I was so zoned. Oh man, okay. I'm awake. No, it's okay. I was like, okay, what's the next part? And then just okay, I'm awake. No, that was funny. You're good. Oh man. Oh. Yeah. Right? Yes, okay. Oh, absolutely. If somebody doesn't. Oh, Whiskey got it. Thank you, Whiskey. Had a feeling somebody was going to beat me to it. Well, I'm very glad that you have enjoyed hanging out as enough to join our Discord. We're certainly happy to have you. Of course. All right, let's see. How does this row end? Oh, this is 8. I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I must be doing something right because it's actually doing the pattern. Yeah. I do like that the return row is so easy. You don't have to really think too hard about it, which is nice. Thank you, Whiskey. Oh no, thank you, Essie. My hoarding has already been called out. Oh. Gotta love stream elements. Our 8-ball is sassy too. Usually gives people crap. Sure. Apparently 8-ball doesn't do dating advice. Not so good. Oh no. I mean, I know that would be the answer for me because there's no way I would finish all of the things I'm working on by the end of the year. I keep starting new things. Oops. realize I was already at the end of the row. Okay. Flip. Single crochet. Yeah. It's moving right along. I think that means yes. Okay, let's see. Okay. So I'm on 9. Yeah. A little bit. We really need to get like meat and stuff. Throw in more yarn at Resh. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. Not the good yarn, right? So, oh, yes, we all have that yarn. Absolutely. Oh, Rush's throwing it true now. Oh, no. The battle has begun. Oh no! Congratulations! You're being initiated, apparently. Welcome to the group. It's kind of safe. She kind of knows where I sleep. Just a little bit. She kind of knows. Ah, rumbly thunder. I love the sound of a storm. It helps me sleep. Okay, I think I'm starting to actually understand how this works. Like, intuitively, not just reading the pattern. I understand how it works. It's just, I think I'm understanding, like, where stitches need to go in order for the pattern to come out without having to look at the pattern anymore, which, that'll be nice. I have hidden my stitch under the other stitch. There we go. Flip. Because look, it's now doing the... It's going back on the diamond. So it's doing the... It's got the centerpiece. And so then the next ones are going to have... the copper come here. Yeah. So that it'll redo this part. Yeah. I haven't seen that one yet. Is it good? Did you like it? I want to. Not as bad as most real life Disney movies. Hey, I liked The Little Mermaid, and I liked Beauty and the Beast. Kind of tired of the remakes of Snow White. There's so many of them. Though I think my favorite one is probably the Bollywood one with Julia Roberts. Just because it's so different. I feel like I've committed some kind of yarn crime. Oh no! The cartoon was still better. Well, okay. Just use the cheap acrylic yarn. There you go. If it makes you feel any better, you can pretend that you were just tossing them the color they asked for. It was a helpful yarn throwing. Okay. True has joined the fray. There you go. Opaque painting. Oblique. I don't know why I read opaque. I am apparently very tired. Oblique painting is hard. Sorry. Ah, okay, gotcha. I think that happens about once a stream that somebody has to Google something True has said. True does all the things. All the crafts. And yes, I know you don't lamp work glass beads yet. All right. Aw. Okay, let me get my stitch marker here. Because I need to end stream. But I'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. That's looking pretty nifty. I'm digging it. I'm going to be working on it some at work tomorrow because we have our crochet group during lunch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'll be working on it a little bit tomorrow. But I'm really digging this. I think it's turning out pretty cool. It's been so lovely to meet you as well. And I'm so glad that you popped in. And I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with us. And I really hope we get to see you again. That'd be wonderful. We are going to switch to this screen, and then I am going to... Who should we raid today, guys? Should we go to the bunnies, or should we see... Let's see who's on. Following live. Do we want to go to Bob Ross? Let's see. Ah, Handset's on, and he's building. Let's go to Handset. Handset's awesome. So stick around and check out Handset. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed stream, and I really hope to see you all tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But as always, please take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves, and be kind to others, because you just never know what somebody's going through right now, and the world is tumultuous. So, yeah. As always, may your yarn never tangle. Bye!